This budget is the finance minister's response to what she calls a turning point in history.
The most significant economic transformation since the Industrial Revolution.
European countries and the U.S. are driving the green economy revolution.
Our allies are moving quickly to friendshore their economies and build their critical supply chains through democracies like our own.
So Canada is now moving toward a low-carbon economy. The budget includes $21 billion in new measures over the next 5 years. The bulk of that for a suite of tax credits designed to get companies investing in green technology and boost the country's power grid.
We're going to be focusing on great jobs for the middle class.
The other big focus, healthcare. More money already announced for transfers to provinces and territories, and a steep price tag revealed for a national dental care plan. $13 billion over 5 years.
By the end of 2023, we will begin rolling out a dental care plan that will eventually cover up to 9 million uninsured Canadians.
When it comes to the cost of living, there isn't a big investment. One measure is what the government is calling a grocery rebate for low-income families. The opposition says it's not nearly enough.
There's nothing that will help with affordability.
The budget projects a deficit higher than initially forecast, $40 billion this year. The deficit decreases over the next 4 years, but there's no longer a pathway to a balanced budget, partly because of a slowing economy and the government's new multi-billion-dollar plans. The Conservatives call it a spending bonanza.
A full frontal attack on the paychecks of hardworking Canadians. It equals $4,200 per family in new government spending. That's more inflation, more taxes, and more costs for everyday people.
The government plans to save money by cutting departmental costs and scaling back on consultants.
We'll be supporting the budget.
The NDP claiming the budget as a victory.
We're proud that we've been able to force this government to deliver things. And let me be very clear, there would not have been dental care in this budget but for New Democrats.
So Ashley, those were some of the government's key priorities. What else stood out in the budget for you?
Well, Adrienne, one of the things that stood out is money set aside to address foreign interference. The government has been intensely criticized for not addressing the problem a long time ago. The Prime Minister has been under scrutiny for weeks over his handling of election meddling attempts by China, and the budget today includes almost $50 million for the RCMP to ramp up investigations to help people facing harassment and intimidation. Now, that's something that Chinese-Canadian activists say they face from Beijing. Now, there's also $13 million set aside for a new agency to counter foreign interference.
All right, Ashley Burke in Ottawa, thank you.